Simon, what we've tried to do in the video is give people an idea of what Nosterfield has to offer. And I think as far as my favourites are concerned, I think the two shovelers squabbling over territory and a mate, and also the sand martin sitting on that dead tree, I think were two of my favourites. But one of the best things about Nosterfield is just coming here and spending a morning or an afternoon just watching what's in front of you. You know, stuff that is breeding here, very important to the area and the region, but also birds that probably travel several thousand miles just to pay a brief visit.
Now, I think one of the great joys of coming here is you never know what you're going to see. And looking out, you know, out here now, we've got the shoveler and things out here. There's tufted duck, swans, and I think it's the sound here as much as anything is so wonderful, because you get the redshank, curlew, lapwing all calling in the background. And
you don't have to be an expert either, do you?
No, not at all. And I think one of the great joys is people who come and have never seen something before. Normally there's somebody here who's only too pleased to show you something, tell you what they're looking at, and help you, because I think it's a very friendly pastime, bird watching.
You've had a very dedicated team helping you create Nosterfield in just a handful of years. What chance of more Nosterfields in North Yorkshire and in the Lower Ure?
Well, I think particularly sort of in this part of the world, one of the great opportunities comes from mineral extraction, and this site is of course a former sand and gravel quarry, and it gives an opportunity, I think, to do things on a fairly large landscape scale. And I think one of the problems has been maybe in the past with mineral extraction is that people are trying to please everybody all at once. And sometimes if you actually dedicate a fairly large area of land to doing something, whatever it might be, whether it be sailing or whatever, it's going to do it far better than if you try and mix all the different uses. And I think at Nosterfield, one of the great joys is we had an opportunity, because really arguably because of a failed agricultural restoration where the water level rose up and flooded the area, it's a fantastic site as a wetland grassland reserve. And this sort of habitat is just so rare in the Vale of York nowadays, so it just pulls birds in.
And also pulls people in, doesn't it? Tourists, visitors. I mean, only yesterday there was somebody from Norfolk and a man from Germany, of all places, coming to Nosterfield.
Every day I come down here and there'll be somebody from Otley or from Scarborough or from Newcastle, Teesside. It does draw people in from a long way, and of course they're using the local community resources as well.
Going back a few hundred years, much of North Yorkshire was wet and soggy like this,
yeah,
wasn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, particularly straight after the last ice age, there were huge wetlands, I mean, massive wetlands. Probably, you know, over 50% of the Vale of York or Vale of Maybury were underwater. And really sort of a lot of that got dried out naturally. But particularly during the Victorian era and so on, or just prior to that, the late 1700s, a lot of active drainage was a lovely area just to the north of here at Snape Mars. Probably over 1,000 acres of wetland, all drained in the late 1700s. And so it's very exciting to be able to sort of get some of these wetlands back into the area. And I think one of the things that's really noticeable is you recreate the wetland, and the birds come back in. I mean, at Nosterfield Quarry, where we created the reed bed over there, there's already a booming bittern in there. There's only 82 pairs in the whole of the country last year, and so to be able to get those back into the area just proves we just need the habitat.